Hello, everyone. Today we're back with one of the hottest cases in American entertainment, the trial of music mogul Diddy. And believe me, what's happening inside the courtroom is nothing short of a heavyweight showdown. On one side, power, money, and superstar lawyers. On the other, the law, justice, and victims desperate to be heard. This is no longer about whether Diddy is innocent. This hearing isn't to decide guilt or innocence. The evidence, witnesses, and testimony have already convinced much of the public that Diddy crossed the line. The real question in court is, does the law have enough teeth to make him pay? That's why Diddy's legal team is trying to twist definitions. They're arguing that his actions don't technically fall under the legal definition of prostitution. Honestly, it's like a shoplifter caught red-handed saying, "I didn't steal, I just borrowed." When the truth is too obvious, the only survival tactic left is wordplay. Shapiro's golden trophy. Move Diddy's lawyer, Shapiro, stepped up and immediately cited the Lopez case, a trial he himself won against the U.S. government. His message was clear. "I've beaten bigger cases before. I know this law better than anyone." It sounded impressive, but really, it was like a student telling a professor, "I got an A last semester, so you should give me an A this time too." This was pure psychology, waving past victories to sway the judge. But winning one case doesn't mean winning them all. Prosecutor Emily Johnson strikes back. Prosecutor Emily Johnson quickly countered, "Prostitution laws aren't limited to cash. Anything of value exchanged for sexual conduct falls under this statute." And she's right. Think about it. If cash equals crime, but flights, five-star hotels, or record deals don't, that would make the law a tool for the wealthy. That's exactly why so many Americans are outraged. If Diddy escapes by claiming he paid with perks instead of cash, then the law is clearly protecting power, not people. Mens rea, the intent to commit a crime. That's when Judge Aaron stepped in with a crucial point. Mens rea, criminal intent. In law, you don't have to physically commit the act. If you knew, arranged, and willed it to happen, you're still guilty. And against Diddy, the evidence is overwhelming. Texts, emails, hotels prepped in advance, even the infamous baby oil detail in the rooms. Honestly, it's chilling. A billionaire mogul meticulously planning these dark parties. This wasn't a chance. It was deliberate. Shapiro keeps playing word games. Still, Shapiro wouldn't quit. He cited cases in New York and Georgia, arguing that simply watching, voyeurism, isn't prostitution. He even used words like mistress and concubine to describe witnesses. To me, that was a dirty tactic. When you can't disprove the facts, you smear the victims, painting them as willing lovers to weaken their testimony. But that move backfired. It only made Shapiro look desperate. Judge Aaron fires back. Judge Aaron wasn't fooled. He cited the Cleveland case, where even polygamy was deemed an immoral purpose. Translation: the law is far broader than Shapiro wanted to admit. At that point, Shapiro's arguments were crumbling, even if he kept pushing. It reminded me of Harvey Weinstein, who also hired elite lawyers to twist every word of the law, but still went down. Or R. Kelly, who dodged charges the first time on technicalities, but ended up behind bars once the evidence closed in. Diddy is on that same path, clinging to wordplay. But the truth is, catching up. Law versus justice. Listening to the whole hearing, one thing became clear. In court, no one cares if Diddy is good or bad. What matters is, does the law allow us to convict him? And that's the painful difference between law and justice. Outside, the public is screaming that Diddy is guilty. Inside, everything hinges on legal definitions. If Diddy walks free, it will set a dangerous precedent that the rich only need the right lawyers to turn justice into a word game. Final question. Can Diddy escape? So, will Diddy escape? In my view, it's highly unlikely. Once Judge Aaron emphasized mens rea and willfully causing every detail, booking rooms, flying in escorts, stocking baby oil, became direct proof of intent. Shapiro can cite endless cases and argue eloquently. But eloquence isn't the same as truth. I believe no matter the final verdict, this trial will go down in history as proof that money can buy great lawyers, but it can't hide the truth forever. What about you? Do you think Diddy will slip away through legal loopholes? Or will he finally face justice? Share your thoughts in the comments. And trust me, this is only the beginning.